Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about something that might be holding you back from achieving the financial abundance that you deserve. It's an insidious feeling of not being worth more. Most people stay at a certain level of income only because they just can't see themselves earning more. So why is that? I have recently discovered that it is fear. At least it is in my case. Since my abundance has increased significantly to what it was just a couple of years ago, the old rotten programming about wealth is now coming up. I can see this insidious fear of not being worth as much and more. You see, this is something that may be instilled in you by your environment and your family. But as you level up, this old limiting programming comes back. And as old friends usually churn when you start to do better, old beliefs must go too, or you won't push through and stay stuck at a certain level. Fear of wealth is related to comfort zone. We like familiarity. This is why most of us keep our toxic relationships, because as bad as they are for us, they feel familiar. And so we stay stuck in a loop of misery that is familiar and fake sense of safety. This is exactly why we might fear wealth, because to a man who barely makes ends meet, $1 million might feel scary. That is why most people who suddenly end up making it big end up losing it, because they are not prepared for that sudden explosion of wealth, like most lottery winners. Thus, it is extremely important to recognize this limiting programming and not panic, but to allow fear to exist in your body. It is only when we run away from it that it gets us. The one thing I am now doing more so is thinking about bigger numbers, big enough so that they make me uncomfortable. That shows me my ceiling value of what I think I am worth. It is nothing to be ashamed about. It is just societal programming or what we grew up with. For better or worse, we adopt the wealth-related mindset of our parents and the people we are surrounded with. Thus, their fears seep into our unsuspecting pure mind and childhood. But now that you are becoming aware of it, you can allow it to exist but do not believe in it. If you do not think you fear wealth, then try to imagine a lifestyle that is lavish. Try to imagine a monthly income so broad that it makes you uncomfortable. You will see how your body and mind reacts. I have been uncovering a lot of my unconscious assumptions regarding wealth recently, and believe it or not, I have blocked a bunch of my income streams just because I was feeling fear as to what to do with that money. This subtle panic of anxiety of feeling out of your comfort zone pops out, and you can't move. And if you know the law of assumption, then you know that your persistent assumptions become reality. So the fear, if persisted, will harden into fact. But the point is to become aware of it. As I got caught up in it off guard, but now that I see it, it is so easy to override it. The hardest thing is to uncover your unconscious programming. Changing it is the easier part, in my opinion, because it is unconscious. You can't see it even if it is right in front of you. And the way to see unconscious programming effectively is to observe your thoughts throughout the day and practice mindfulness. The moment you see it, it is done. For this fear has stopped me dead in my tracks of various financial decisions, and I was not even aware of it. But now I have realized that many of us are blocking our abundance without even realizing it. We have been programmed by our environment, upbringing, and societal norms to believe that we are only worth a certain amount, and that wealth is something to fear or be ashamed of. But the truth is, abundance is our birthright. We are meant to experience and enjoy all the riches that life has to offer. And it all starts with recognizing and overcoming our limiting beliefs about wealth. So if you find yourself stuck at a certain level of income, feeling afraid to take risks or pursue opportunities that could lead to more abundance, then it's time to take a closer look at your mindset and beliefs. Start by practicing mindfulness and observing your thoughts throughout the day. When you notice a limiting belief or fear arise, acknowledge it but don't adopt it. Instead, focus on the love of what you want and allow yourself to feel worthy of abundance. And if you're interested in exploring opportunities to invest in high-value assets like contemporary art, then consider checking out Masterworks. With Masterworks, you can invest in a real hard asset that is used by billionaires to protect and grow their wealth. And with their track record of successful sales and returns to users, it's definitely worth considering as a way to diversify your wealth and potentially multiply your abundance. Remember, abundance is your birthright. Don't let limiting beliefs and fears block your path to unlimited wealth and success. Keep your focus on L.